guys, welcome, thanks for joining me. Today we're heading out for round 3 of the FSR Pro Championship and we're driving at Montreal. As you can see, qualifying once again was quite suboptimal. I'm starting in P12, but today I'm not too worried because I had some battery deployment issues in quali which cost me probably P6 on the grid, so my qualifying performance was quite good. Even though our car is not set up for qualifying. We're running low wings, which means we're slow in quali, but we should be fast in the race and overtaking should be a bit easier. And also this track, it's all about tire management, especially the rears. And I know I'm quite good at managing the tires, maybe making one stop less than the rest. And my race pace, yeah, I'm quite confident about that as well. So yeah, we're starting in P12. But I think we can have quite a good race today, so I'm not too worried. At the same time, it's Canada, the walls are always very close, so we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of other people making mistakes, so let's see how it goes as we're stopping on the grid. Lights are coming on, all of them are on, revving up. It's lights out and away we go. It's an okay start. I have to be careful not to lose a position here. And I actually do. I've got a Networks car on the inside. Another Networks car. And yeah, I guess we've lost the position, but no contact. No contact anywhere else. So it's quite a clean start. The same couldn't be said for the Akka race, which, well, check it out if you want to see some carnage. Yeah, quite a clean start, and yeah, just people finding their positions, but we're in P13, so we've lost one position. And yeah, I guess we can be content with that. So we make a jump onto lap 3, and I'm right behind Liano still. And I believe it's time to make some moves. I see the people ahead. The field is spreading, and I don't want to be left behind, so this is lap where we get DRS for the first time. We both open the flap, but I make the move. Not quite, side by side. And okay, well on the exit then. Again, I use a bit of boost and not as clean as I would have liked, but I got the job done. And now it's Pascal in front of me as we move on to lap 5. And yeah, you can see I quite quickly close the gap as Pascal has an issue. And he... Oh, there's contact! Oh, and the rear wing is lost. Front wing. That's Lianos who's lost his front wing. And my teammate Cameron behind trying to take advantage. Yeah, my car's got some damage as well. It's not too bad, but let's take a look at what happened exactly. So it's Pascal in front of me. He runs wide, loses the rear, and then onto the grass. And I'm not sure where he is. And then suddenly, and I have to slam on the brakes, and then regen activates, and I slide the rear, and then Lianos just... very bad luck for him. He hits me, loses his front wing. So that's a shame. We're now on lap 9, and yeah, I've closed the gap again to Pascal, and it's Barbukov in front of him. And you can see that both of them, they're moving away from me on the exit of the hairpin. But that's because I was saving my rear tires. So yeah, they're faster now, but I hopefully will be faster at the end of the stint, as yeah, Pascal makes a move, Barbukov has a look, and yeah, that's not gonna happen, so I'm just gonna stick behind. As Barbukov now runs wide, so I give him more space than I did Pascal, because I don't want the same thing to happen. And yeah, it's all clean. I guess we lost a little bit of time, but all good. So it's the end of lap 10 now, and yeah, it's time to make some more moves, because Pascal's faster, Pascal is heading off into the distance, so I need to get Barbukov right now and keep up with Pascal. So we both have DRS, but I use more boost, have slipstream, and yep, I make the move. All good, all good. So now I have to push a little bit to catch up to Pascal, but still save those rear tires, because I need them at the end. We're halfway through our first stint on the hards, and I want to keep it a 2-stop race. Others will be doing a 3-stop, but I think 2-stop is the way to go. So at the end of this same lap, look at how quickly we caught the guys ahead. So Pascal and me, we caught up to this group. And it's time to make some overtakes or save some batteries. And yeah, I guess we're saving batteries. We're a couple of laps later now, lap 14. And now it's time to make more moves. Because again, we don't want to be stuck behind the slower cars for too long, as we get a nice overview of the cars ahead. As it's Leonov heading into the pits, so he's on a 3-stop. That's good to know. And then the others around, maybe it's 2-stop, maybe it's a 3-stop, I don't know. But for now it's time to manage the tires and still keep up with Pascal. But manage the tires so we can make a 2-stop happen. So it's lap 15 now, and I decide to save some batteries behind Pascal as he has a moment. And yeah, I guess I have to go past him now. This is not ideal because I had drained my battery quite a lot to catch up to all these cars. And I want to stick behind Pascal, recharge my batteries and then push later. But with this mistake, well, I'm not gonna slam on the brakes and stick behind him. So yeah, there's no saving the batteries now. So what do? Do I use my tire advantage and try and pull a gap? Or do I don't know, keep this a train? I decided to start pushing. I've got clear air and let's see how fast I can go. So there's a couple of other guys heading into the pits. So they're on a 3-stop strategy as well. I stay out, Pascal stays out, Nietzsche stays out, Barbakov stays out. And we've got Ivanov also staying out. Yeah, so a couple of guys on a 3-stop for sure. And some others that we don't know yet. So it's lap 17 and I've started to push, use my tire advantage, and it's working. It's Pascal, he's starting to drop back and he loses the rear and then again! Oh no! That's into the wall. Oh no. Yeah, he's lost his wing, so that's game over for him. I mean, he can continue, but that's a good finishing position done. As we see Ivanov, who's flying right now. I guess he pitted already and he's on fresh tires, as we now get an overview for Sologianis and Fletcher, who are now in the lead, and I'm in third behind, and I'm closing that quite quickly actually. So this is the end of the first stint, and my engineer was telling me I was getting well, close to a second per lap on them, so my tire management compared to them was really good. But there's guys behind who are on a 3-stop, and they're fast anyway. So it's lap 20. Yeah, and we all pit. It's time to pit, so we are on a 2-stop strategy. And Ivanov, who has already pitted, Short is on a 3-stop strategy, as we see. Yeah, all the people coming in now, they're on a 2-stop strategy. My teammate coming in as well. And yeah, quite a few different strategies. So the people that just stayed out, they're on a 3-stop, and the last of the 2-stoppers have just come in. So we drop a few positions. But yeah, after the first round of pit stops, we're in P8. So that's quite a solid opening, and I'm very happy with the pace of my tires at the end of it. It meant that I had decent pace, but had managed my tires really well, and the others were dropping off. So I caught up to Fletcher and Sologianis quite a bit. So I'm hoping to do the same here on the second stint. So I'm on the hards again. So my final stop will be for the mediums. As we head on to lap 26. So a few laps later, and I make a move on Leonov that was, and he heads into the pits, so that's not ideal. Wasted a bit of battery there, and I'm still thinking, well, I need to save some battery. So this is Monnier, who is in the lead. Wesley Bukart is having a really good race. Sologianis, who you may remember from dominating last race until he had a disconnect. And then, yeah, we're in P6, and Ivanov again, he's flying because he's doing the extra stop, so he's often on fresh tires. As I now make the move on Barbakov, I believe it is. No, it's 7. And well, Fletcher's not too far ahead, so compared to when we went into the pits, I've closed in. So again, I'm happy about that. So Monnier again, just chilling in the lead. Well, not chilling, of course, but yeah, you can see the gaps are all converging. Compared to 3 laps ago, it's all closing in. But yeah, many different strategies. So lap 39, we're getting close to another round of pit stops, and things are getting really close. So Ivanov has... Oh no, that's an issue. Solagianis, he lost the rear and Ivanov hit him, but I believe his car is okay. So we're gonna take a look at the replay and... Oh, regen kicks in. Yep, that's a battery recharging and he just lost the rear, nothing you could do. A bit of an awkward rejoin. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do. So we're gonna take a look at how Ivanov overtook me as he makes a very late dive. Loses all momentum and we touch each other and yeah, he's not happy. I'm not happy. We're shaking our cars. So that's how Ivanov got past me. Just wanted to show you guys that. To be fair, Ivanov apologized after the race and yeah, I mean, it's all good. It's racing. No harm done. As it's lap 40 now and we make our pit stop. And at this point, yeah, we head on to the mediums. No more pit stops to go. And I think I can make these mediums last until the end of the race. But Wesley, he's on the hards. And I believe this is going to be the fight for the podium. Wesley and I fighting for the podium. And I'm on the medium, so I've got a tire advantage, which is good. But 16 laps is too long on the mediums. They've got 13 good laps in them. And then they drop off. The hards can go longer. So I'm not sure if I can win this battle for perhaps the podium. Because, yeah, I can use the pace advantage of these tires and pass Wesley quite easily. But then it'll hurt me at the end, so I have to manage this. As Leonov in front, he is on old hards. He still has to make a pit stop. As we see Ivanov in the lead. He still has to make his final pit stop. Meunier, who has pitted. There's Savitt, Fletcher, Leonov, Bookhout, and me. As yeah, Leonov now makes his final pit stop, so he basically gets out of the way, and it's. Alright, let's see how this goes. So we move ahead a couple of laps later. Everyone has pitted. Lap 46, 10 laps to go. It's Ivanov right behind me, and I've gotten past Bookhout, who is now dropping back. But it's 6 laps into the stint, and I expect his tires will come into play and he should start closing in. As Ivanov, yeah, he gets past me. He's on fresher tires. He has more battery to deploy probably, and I was like, well, my fight is probably with Wesley. So I'm not going to defend too hard. Maybe I can keep up with Ivanov, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to push these tires too hard because at this point, probably 8 laps in, that's where my mediums will drop off and the hards will just keep on going. So lap 50, let's see if Wesley is able to close in. As Meunier is in the lead, we see Ivanov and take a look at that gap. I'm quite close to Ivanov. Wesley not too far behind. 1 lap later. Ivanov is closing in on Meunier. I'm sticking quite close to Ivanov actually. And Wesley Bookhout is sticking quite close to me. So again, I'm worried about this podium. I'm in 3rd now, but nothing's guaranteed. So as traffic has pretty much moved out of the way, it's Ivanov closing in for the win. And it's me trying to manage my tires, manage my battery to hold on to 3rd. Let's see. So lap 55, 2 laps to go, and Ivanov is really close now for the lead. Will he be able to do it? Will he get another victory? Let's see. As yeah, Paul August Lane, I guess he moved aside because of blue flags. I'm not sure because you can see him rejoin. And no issues there, so I guess he was being super nice and not being in the way. So thank you if that's the case. As we head on to the final lap, and look, Ivanov is really close, but that's not going to be DRS, and that's going to be the win for Meunier. And that's very solid P2 for Ivanov. And then look, Bookhout, despite being on the hards, he's actually dropping back. So I guess managing his tires not quite well enough. And yeah, it's going to be P3 for me. So as we head into the final chicane, just don't ruin it, don't hit the wall, just easy peasy, keep away from the wall, and guys, this is it. This is going to be my first podium of the year. P3. Excellent. From P12 on the grid, yeah, we just had such good tire wear. And I think the 2-stop was a really good strategy to have. And yeah, we get a bit of an overview of how everyone finished. So quite mixed strategies, a lot of 2-stops, a lot of 3-stops. And yeah, fun fact, when I made my final stop, the gap was basically 15 seconds to lead, and when we finished it was about 8 seconds. So I guess that tells you something about my race pace, so I'm very happy about that. Sure, what could have happened, I don't know. I'm just happy to take my first podium, and I also wanted to show you this. The championship standings, we're in second now, and I'm sure that victory is gonna come. I'm certain of it. So it's my job to keep pushing hard. It's your job to press the like button, and I'll see you around.